What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over everything you need to know about Fortnite's new Season 3 update, the Super Season. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, find it helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like some more, comment down below what you think of the season, and if you would like to support me in the item shop when getting Season 3's Battle Pass or any other cosmetics, my code is EvolveJake, just like my channel name is. We have a lot of changes for this season. So obviously with this no longer being the Star Wars season, all of the Star Wars blasters, lightsabers, vehicles, all that stuff is gone. Fortnite unvaulted the Sentinel Pump shotgun, the Outlaw shotgun, the Twin Fire Auto shotgun, the Fury AR, the Precision SMG, and the Surge Fire SMG. So 2 SMGs from previous Chapter 6, 3 shotguns, and then the Fury AR as well. And then we also got several new weapons. We have the Spire rifle, which is a pretty accurate LMG with a low fire rate. And if you tap fire this, you can get pretty much constant first shot accuracy. The Hyper Burst pistol, which is a 3-round burst pistol with a very fast fire rate. And then the Deadeye DMR, which is, kind of your run-of-the-mill DMR. It didn't really feel that, special or exciting to use this, but it's a DMR style weapon. And then we also got several new hero abilities, which are also weapons for the most part. The kill switch revolvers are dual wield revolvers that kind of allow your character to slow down time as far as your own movement is concerned when you hit the aim down sight button. So you can kind of dive and freeze in air with these weapons. It's really weird to fight against somebody using them. The base boost gloves allow you to shoot balls of energy at people. And then these balls of energy, when they hit things, will kind of send them flying. But you can also do this to send yourself flying because you travel in the direction opposite of where you're facing when you shoot it. So if you wanted to go forward, you could turn and look behind you, shoot it, and then you would go forward, kind of like how shockwaves work at times. And then if you hit your aim down sight button with these base boost clubs, you'll kind of send yourself vertical. And you can combine this to chain it for movement. So you can send yourself up and then look behind you and shoot a few balls of energy to go the direction you want to go. And this comes in blue and purple rarity. I don't believe it comes in gold. The blue ones have 2 uses. The purple ones have 3. And then the uses recharge over time. Kind of similar to how the kinetic blade was between blue and purple having 2 uses and 3 uses. But this is kind of the main mobility item of this season. The tracking visor scans the area around you and has a 25-second cooldown. And then there's the mist gauntlets, which just seem like a damage over time item, kind of similar to how the force lightning was, where you do the attack and then just look at the person and do damage with that, but it uses crows instead of lightning. And then we also got 2 new sprites this season. The water sprite and the air sprite were not unvaulted. These are the only sprites we have in the game right now. The dash sprite is the orange sprite, and it gives you dashes like the ones from the green water in Chapter 5 or the Godzilla medallion in Chapter 6 Season 1. You just activate them by hitting your jump button twice or jumping while in air. And then the Superman sprite does damage with laser vision. I didn't get to use these at all today. I'm recording this video 2 hours after the game was playable. But it just does things with laser vision. Not too excited for that one, but the dash sprite is very good. And I did actually get shockwaves when I turned the dash sprite into the shrine. But I have not seen shockwaves in the regular loot pool at all. I played 4 matches. And I don't know if shockwaves, I don't think they're unvaulted. I didn't see anybody using them. I never saw them when looting. So I think the only way to get shockwaves right now is by turning the sprite into the shrine. For map changes, we got Utopia City replacing Seaport City, the Supernova Academy replacing Magic Mosses, and then Demon's Domain replacing Masked Meadows. So 3 POI changes, and then obviously there's several other random areas on the map that changed as well. But as far as main POIs go, these were the changes. Loot Island is also different, and now it spawns in 2nd zone rather than 4th zone, which is pretty interesting to have it spawning much earlier on in the game. And there is a boss there with a medallion as well that isn't Shogun X. Dago is at Demon's Domain, and when you defeat him, he drops a medallion which increases your reload speed and regens your shield up to 50 shield. And then he also has a Mythic Spire Rifle, and I believe this Mythic Spire Rifle does have an increased fire rate over the base Spire Rifle. And then on Loot Island, Core will be there, and when you defeat her, she will drop a medallion that gives you invisibility when you sprint jump. Not when you sprint, it's when you sprint jump. And then this also improves your sprint jump in pretty much every way. You'll go further, faster, and higher when you sprint jump, and this combines really well with the base boost gloves. And the fact that you can get it much earlier on in the game than you could the Shogun X medallion in Chapter 6 Season 1, I think this will be like a staple for mobility this season. And then Core will also drop a mythic Deadeye DMR. And then the Robin NPC is actually at the building that used to be the black market at the Rainbow Field. And he sells a bat grappler for 600 gold. I didn't get to use this today because 600 gold is a lot early on in the season. But this gives you glider redeploy after you use it. If you've played Reload, it's similar to the Jules grappler, but like the animations and like the angles are a bit different. But it like you grapple and then you glide. I don't know if you can cancel the animation on this like you could the Jules grappler, because back in Chapter 1 when we had the bat grappler, people didn't really know to do that. But yeah, we have the Batman grappler back in the game, and you can get it from the Robin NPC. I didn't see it in the regular loot pool at all though. And then we also got 3 new unstable weapons, and you get these, I believe, by defeating the large spires around the map. At least that's how I got one. And I'm not sure if it's like the same spire will have every weapon each time, or if it's just random when you defeat one of these giant spires, which unstable weapon you get. But we have the unstable voltage burst pistol. This is the burst pistol, obviously, and it makes it so the first and final shots from your mag produce a shockwave effect at the impact point. I actually really did not like this that much, and I didn't find it to be like a suitable replacement for shockwaves as far as movement goes. But there'd definitely be times where like maybe you shockwave somebody at a bush or like out from behind cover and it's really good. But if you're using this for purely movement, I don't think it's that great. The unstable frostfire shotgun is a sentinel pump shotgun, and when you hit an enemy with this, it either speeds you up or slows them down. And the effect is just random, I think, or maybe it alternates, I'm not sure. But the effect changes. It can either speed you up or slow them down. And then the unstable yoink shotgun is an outlaw shotgun that will pull the enemy towards you if you hit them with the first shot in its mag. And this is kind of interesting because the outlaw shotgun only has 2 shots. And so the first one will pull them to you, and then you get one more shot. Now your shotgun's out of ammo, and you got to swap to something else. One of the biggest things to talk about this season, and something I've seen a lot of misinformation about, is going to be the hero ranks. I will probably make a dedicated video about this in a day or two. But as you do things on the island this season, like get eliminations, last storm circles, defeat bosses or guards, give sprites to the shrines, you will gain hero points and progress through the levels. And this hero rank resets every match. It doesn't carry over from game to game. Everyone starts every match at C tier. And when you rank up your hero tier, you will gain 100 effective health. And this is where the misinformation comes in. This just means you get healed from it. It's basically like Siphon. I've seen a lot of people confused, thinking someone S tier will have like 500 health. That's not how it works at all. It just heals you. It does not increase your total health at all. And then at the higher hero ranks, you can open the better hero caches around the map. And then you also get bonus effects from boons. And so there's different hero caches around the map. It's not like when you open a cache, it just depends on your rank. There's some caches that are S tier and you need to be S tier to open them. There's some that are A tier and you need to be A tier or higher to open it. If you're S tier, you can open every cache. At S tier, you will get a gold weapon, a gold healing item, so a chug jug, a guaranteed boon, and a hero item. At A tier, you will get purple loot. At B tier, you will get blue loot. And at C tier, you will get green loot. And this is the chests themselves, not your rank. As I said, the chest has a rank. If you open a C tier chest while S tier, you get green loot from it. Only S and A tier crates have guaranteed boons, but B and C tier hero crates have a chance to give you boons. And you can actually see these crates on the map. We also got several new boons with this season, and as I already said, they get better as your hero rank increases. And so you want to be increasing that hero rank to get the better loot chests and get the better effects from the boons. The Stormcaller boon regens your shield while you're in the storm, and the amount you gain will increase as your hero rank does. And then at S tier rank, if you have this boon, you get Storm Forecast, so you can see the next zone for the remainder of the game. That effect is very good. The Speed Healer boon allows you to sprint while using healing items, and then you also get Slap for a period of time after healing. And the amount of slap you get, or the duration of slap you get, depends on your hero rank. So the higher ranks, you get a longer duration of slap. And then at S tier, you will get Slap immediately while healing. Slap is just the effect that gives you unlimited sprint for a period of time. The Combat Acrobat boon makes it so parkour, like mantling or wall running, partially reloads your weapons. And the higher rank, the more ammo you get back, obviously. And then at S tier, all of your weapons will be reloaded if you do any parkour. That is a pretty good effect. And if they left the wall bouncing in the game, you could probably have combined that pretty well, but wall bouncing is not currently in the game. They did not bring that back. You can still wall run, but the bouncing between walls you can't do. And then finally, the heightened senses boon marks anybody who damages you. And how long they are marked depends on your hero rank. And then at S tier, the cooldown effect, the cooldown for this effect is lower. So if someone shoots you, they get marked, but there's a cooldown for this effect. So it's not like every time you get shot, they will be marked. If you're getting shot by several different people in short succession, it maybe won't mark all of them. But at S tier, it'll cool down sooner. And that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you found this, helpful, informative, or interesting. There was a lot to cover and a lot to explain with this season. As always, if you guys did enjoy this video or find it helpful, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.